Well, I asked you a couple minutes ago, not knowing that it'd be asking you in front of the camera too, but put you on the spot. Who's the best dunker on the team, on the record now?
I would go with the same thing I just said. I think it would be a really close contest. If we had just a straight dunking contest against both Gare and Dalton. Both very impressive dunkers, but I do have to say that we have a lot of impressive dunkers on our team. This is for sure the most athletic team I've ever coached in my career, and makes for a lot of fun when they are messing around after practice, obviously for the fans and layup lines. And then we've had a couple really good in-game dunks already this year. Momo obviously posterized the kid, and we've had some other guards. Had a couple nice ones this past weekend. So those are always nice. Obviously, puts a little icing on top of the cake, gets us momentum in games, make big plays, and into possession with a big dunk that goes a long ways in a game. So not only does it look good, but it also can be very beneficial on the court and add to that momentum and get us going in the right direction in a game and swing that momentum at times too.
That was a very in-depth answer that maybe answers my next question. But guys have fun with it. Like you said, layup lines, they're dunking. They're few in games, but again, it's just a fun thing that's fun to do. How much attention do you pay to that? As a coach, where you're maybe focused more on X's and O's, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, 2 points is 2 points. Obviously, like I said, they're those big momentum plays where you can kind of electrify a crowd, electrify the team. Those can be bigger, obviously, through a dunk than a layup at times. But yeah, I mean, athleticism is definitely something that we're looking for in the recruiting process. Is it everything? No. Obviously, there's a lot of pieces that go to it: the skill, the athleticism, the intelligence, height, size, a lot of different aspects and elements. But definitely, like I said, you've seen our guys play this year. We're definitely more athletic. We can guard better on the perimeter because of our athleticism. We have that explosiveness, the ability to finish at the rim better than we have in the past. So there's a lot of good things that come from athleticism. It's not everything by any means, but yeah.
Us media and fans, a lot of stuff that we see is just the games. And obviously, it was an encouraging win you guys had against St. Cloud State. What's the most encouraging thing you've seen so far in practices throughout the season?
Yeah, I think our guys just continuing to grow. We have a solid core group that came back, but we also had some new pieces that have done some really good things for us. So now just trying to kind of mix those together and get them to, not that they haven't meshed at all in a bad way, but just everybody playing with each other, learning each other's strengths. How can we all do it together to put the best product we possibly can on the floor? So I think that's been the biggest thing, is just learning each other's games, learning each other's maybe little nuances and those sorts of things that make a big impact. How do you, as a leader, as a coach, how do you talk to one specific person compared to the other person? How are they affected by you getting after them, or maybe you need to be talking to them a little bit differently? Just there's a lot of those little things, and how can we do it to, at the end of the day, obviously put the best product on the court and get them to, as coaches, it's our job to take them places that maybe they can't take themselves, or to push them farther than they would push themselves. And so if we can do that, that's obviously the ultimate goal. And then if we can do that each individually, hopefully we can also, that it turns out to make us a better team overall.
And we just had Gare in here. Kind of, what's been the best part about him, joining your guys' team this year? What's he brought?
Yeah, Gare's been a big time addition for us. Obviously, has been a big time spark off the bench for us. St. Cloud game came in, was one of our better players at times, and just was a mismatch nightmare for St. Cloud. And so obviously what you saw on the court on Saturday was a good image of what he has brought to us. A lot of energy. He's one of our best defenders night in, night out. He's, we can comfortably put him on a lot of different guys and know that he's going to take care of them defensively, and we're not going to have to worry about him. So obviously just that attacking presence, that athleticism, like he talked about, he is a 2-foot jumper, and that's huge because when you get around the rim, you go off 2 feet, you're a lot stronger. You can take contact, you can finish, get and ones, maybe go, dunk through a guy and still get fouled. So a lot of those things are huge, and we don't have, he just added to that athleticism piece, and that was maybe something we didn't have that we do now have for the season. So that's huge. And then just his maturity. A lot of our, obviously our newer guys are Half of them are older, half of them are younger, but just with all of our new incoming guys, we had a lot of experience that was added to our older group that was returning as well. So I don't think we can take that for granted either. He's been in a lot of big games. He's won a championship with India CS. He played for a really good high school program in Maple Grove. So bringing that winning mindset, that winning leadership, that experience is a big piece as well for us.
So I'll ask you, just kind of point blank right off the bat, who's the best dunker on the team?
I mean, I would say that I am.
Okay, so what puts you above everybody else?
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I feel like there's also a lot of other guys on the team who can get up, but I feel like I'm just more of a two-foot jumper, and it kind of helps me just get up, I guess. I don't know, but there's definitely some other guys on the team who can get up for sure. So.
I've seen you guys, do your dunks in pregame, and I'm sure you guys do some in practice too. Some flashy stuff, honestly. So, how much fun is that to, just kind of have fun with it and do that with guys, especially as a newcomer on the team, getting to kind of bond over that?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fun, like when we go out there warm-ups. I mean, we're about to play basketball, so it's just fun to go out there and just have fun before the game starts and fun with the guys, so it's just a good time, I guess.
I was talking to Momo, and he said you have a 50-inch vertical, is that right?
Yeah, it's roughly fit. It's like 48. But
48, okay, so yeah, round up.
Yeah.
Is that more so just like a gift, or is that something that you have to work at?
I mean, I feel like I kind of was just it was like a genetic thing, I'd say, but I definitely worked out and kind of added to it, but I feel like I've always kind of been able to just jump high, so it was, I'd say it's a little bit of both, I guess.
Yeah. Last one I got for you. What's the secret to a good dunk?
Make it look nice, flush it, and I don't know, maybe the motion afterwards,
Yeah.
So I'd say it'd be, but.
Cool. I'm good.
Man, listen, Gary, I guess this is your first year on the team. What's the best quality you think you've brought to the Beavers so far?
Well, I feel like I try to be vocal whenever I do. I mean, there's obviously things that I can do physically on the court that I think that I'm pretty good at, but for the most part, I try to be vocal and just be a voice that's always heard. But I feel like I can attack the rim pretty well, I can defend pretty well, so there's some things that I think I bring to the team.
Yeah, you guys have 7 games under your belt. I think maybe one of the biggest ones so far is the one you guys just got at St. Cloud State. I mean, just how much of a momentum kind of does that carry through, or how exciting a win was that on Saturday?
It was very exciting. I feel like that game was big for us because we all kind of we played with more confidence. And it was just a lot of fun too. And after the last loss we had, to turn around and win that game was big for us momentum-wise to keep it rolling. So it was definitely a big time.
Yeah, and then last thing too, it's the first time I've met you, but what's the biggest reason why did you want to come to Bemidji State?
I mean, I've always wanted to come to Bemidji State, to be honest, and I felt like it was just a good spot for me, and I was given the opportunity to come here, and I decided right away, I want to be a Beaver, so I feel like it was just a good spot for me on the court and off the court academically, so and it being closer to home, it was just a really easy decision to come here, so.